What's going on, everybody? Ramos here. Listener, coming back to you with another banger video that you're probably wondering for those of you who've been in stream for the past couple days. I'm finally going to go over my controller settings. I'm on ALCs completely. We're going to go over it entirely and in depth. This is generally what I've been running for the past 8 or 9 days that I've been streaming my controller attempt to masters in 30 days, which we'll see if that actually happens or not. Anyway, that being said, make sure you hit a like, make sure you hit a subscribe, and hit the bell notifications for all updates on this channel. Thank you, and I'll see you in the next one. Alrighty, let's go over these controller settings that some of you guys have been asking for. Currently, I'm just a couple points shy of D4 to get back into that. But let's jump into the range to show you what my settings are, break everything down. The controller I'm on, all the ALCs, the button layout, and everything. All right, so first things first, I'm sure you see by the stick drift alone, I'm already on, zero dead zone. So I'm on zero dead zone for the moment. I was on like 2 or 3, which compensated for the dead zone, but I've been kind of like getting a little bit used to dead zone or having no dead zone. So I've been on it for say about 3 days. It feels pretty comfortable. I like it for the most part. Auto threshold 4%, response curve 0. From what I understand, this is pretty much the direct equivalent to having linear. So there's that. Yaw speed 210. Turning extra yaw and turning extra pitch is going to be 250, the max value. Everything else on 0. My ADS, yaw speed, and pitch is going to be 115. It originally started at about 170, I believe. I don't remember. Actually, believe it or not, I actually took it. I took Ecstasy settings. And for those of you who don't know who Ecstasy is, he's a controller demon who's really freaking good at movement. I mean, he's like up there when it comes to movement guys on controller. He's really good. He's legit too. So I kind of took his settings as a baseline and I tuned it for myself. So I think he was at 300 for both the yaw speed and the pitch. I toned it down a little bit because I was like, okay, it's a little too fast for me. And then I turned down the ADS. I don't remember what the ADS was at. Maybe if he's on 300, I think maybe his ADS was on 210. I don't exactly remember. Everything else, all the other values set to 0. As far as my button layout, it is 100% customized. Well, for the most part. So A or X, jump, B is crouch, X and Y is, where you think it should be. LTRT is the typical, aim ADS and then the attack button. My tactical ability is on left bumper still. My ping wheel is on the left stick click, which is pretty annoying to hit the ultimate. Sprint / toggle zoom is on down pat, basically because I have nothing else to put there. Or this, it's pretty useless. I don't really use. I use automatic sprint, so I don't really care. Melee is right stick in. My heel wheel is RB, and the reason why it's RB is because I don't play claw on this controller, as I'll show you in a second. I don't play claw. I just use it the way you're supposed to, or the way you traditionally would use it. I can't claw. I never got used to it. I never learned. So in order to hit my heels in a like effective way while still moving and not taking my thumbs off the thumbsticks, I swapped the ping and the heel wheel with each other. Sometimes pulling out grenades is a little annoying, but I do use it. I would like to change the map, but for some reason, every time I want to change it, it doesn't let me. So it's the share button on PS4. It's really annoying to hit, but it's there. That I actually kind of claw. When I want to hit it, I kind of just move my index finger to hit it, and hopefully I don't get caught out in a really bad position and get fried. For video, I am on 104. I was originally on 110, especially when playing mouse and key, but I'm on 104. I heard it helps with aim assist, and I know a lot of controller players, especially across multiple titles, will typically play anywhere from 100 to 105. Most control players won't go above 105. It's for aim assist purposes, but that's pretty much it. Now let's break down the actual controller. Now the controller itself is a custom Battle Beaver. This probably looks really weird, but this is what we're gonna rock with. A custom Battle Beaver with a Control Freak, a very mid or low rise, I believe, called Control Freak. I have to spare one right here. It goes very low. I had the Infernos, which were very high, but since this is a custom Battle Beaver and it has higher sticks than the stock ones, the Infernos was way too high. So I bought a low slash mid, and if it's really good, it's the CQC. Apparently, if you guys were to go look buy it, it's the CQC. Everything else is standard. Then on the back, you got the 4 buttons. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right? I've had this controller for about 2, maybe 3 years now. When I'm running this one, crouch, jump, then interact or pick up things, and then this is my Y. So I would hold Y to move my gun away, swap, and all that stuff. Here's my stick drift. So there's my crouch, hit my crouch, hitting the jump. I could slide around, do some like very basic movement mechanics. Oh. Nothing too crazy. I'm not exactly the roller movement guy, but you know, there's that. Then when I want to pick shit up, I use my right pinky to pick up items, and then Y to hold and put things away, or to swap guns. Well, if I had swap guns. With that being said, those are my controller settings. If you guys like it, hey, give it a shot. Here's my bit of advice when it comes to using no dead zone. Personally, the people and all the pros or the big content creators, when they talk about having no dead zone and it being better, the reason why they can kind of get away with it is because they have custom controllers or they play claw on custom controllers. I wouldn't really recommend this if you're not clawing and or if you don't have a custom controller that has at least a bit of a better use of like sticks and they don't really suffer stick drift too much. If you use a stock controller, PlayStation, Xbox, whatever, and it's got some wear and tear on it, you're probably gonna have pretty bad stick drift on it. So I wouldn't necessarily recommend you having 0 dead zone. What you could do is in the ALCs, and the reason why I use ALCs is because for this exact reason, you can tune it up just a little bit. If I put it on 3, it pretty much eliminates my stick drift. So it's still very good, except that apparently, from what I understand, it kind of kills whatever additional aim assist you might get by putting the dead zone up just a little bit. So I've been running on 0. I've been getting used to it. And like I said, I would only really recommend this if you had a stock controller or something that gives you a little bit of a competitive advantage. With that being said, if you guys have any more questions about my settings and stuff, don't be afraid to ask me in chat. I'll answer them as best as I can.